My day has been better today. Well, hello there. Oh, I'm glad you can see me. I had to I had to take some blankets and cover my windows. I have double windows in the back and the sun sets like directly behind the house. And so this is like the brightest room of the whole house. It's still not perfect, but it's better than it was. I look like a floating image of a ghost before. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Roman. Hello again, Richleen. I hope you guys are doing well. I feel better today than I have been. Having coffee. So I guess we can go ahead and get started. I hope everyone's doing well. So we are going to go over preparing our space for cleansing. You know, yeah, I think I was just I don't sleep good. And we have been like super busy this week at work. And it's been cold too and windy. I can handle the cold without the wind or the cold without the wet. So, anyway, I do feel better today. I'm telling you guys, I got home yesterday and I got home, what time did I get home? 2:30. I got home about 2:30. By 3 o'clock, I was laying down with my dogs. And guys, I missed my live yesterday. I slept right through my live. I did not get up till 3:30 this morning. Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's be the energy shifting, because we had the super moon or what it is, but yeah, I just haven't been right. It's the Mercury in the retrograde. Yeah, apparently I did. I even left my phone on the table because I was only going to lay down for a couple 3 hours and get up and do my live. I was excited about that. Thank you, Richleen. I am feeling better today. So yes, much better today. So are we? I hope you guys are doing well. You guys are doing well. I don't know very much about like the Mercury in retrograde. I know that sometimes it can wreak havoc when the energies shift and stuff like that, but it makes sense. All right, well let's get started. If it gets too dark in here, let me know and I'll flip the overhead light on and see if that makes a bit of a difference on the lighting. I really don't, you know, I just I got to work with it and figure it out. Okay, good, very good, very good. So, before you do any ritual, before you do any spell work, even, before I do a reading, or anything like that, you know, um, and declutter your space, declutter your area, Get all your stuff together, beforehand. So you have it on hand. If your altar is messy, clean your altar up, and declutter your space. Put things away that, that have a proper place or, whatnot. And then you want to get all your stuff together, all your herbs, whatever you're going to use, whether it be sage, cedar, rosemary, lavender, rose, a mix of stuff. I have an abalone shell over there that I use, and I have cedar and rose and rosemary in it. And so that's what I'm going to burn. Make sure you open a window because you don't want the old energy to get stuck in a corner somewhere. So make sure you have open the door or open windows or something like that. Set a clear intention. Let's see, we're gonna get rid of that now. All right. So I'm going to show you guys what I have in my little abalone shell right quick. Also, my chair didn't want to move for some reason. Also, I have a white candle. We'll light a white candle. You can use a sage bundle. You can use Palo Santo. You can use so this is a cedar stick. Is the light too bright? Oh yeah, I think it might be too bright. Y'all let me know if that big light's too bright. Oh, hello, bearded dragon. How are you? Y'all let me know if that light is too bright. If it is, we'll turn it back out again. I feel like it's a little bit bright still. So this is a cedar bug. Yes, it's definitely. Let me. My goodness, what is going on with my chair? Oh, your son was born today. Oh, that's awesome. There, I think that's a little bit better. Well, congratulations. That is so awesome. Absolutely. I'm going to take a sip on that one. There we go. That's much better, isn't it? So this is a cedar bundle. A rosemary bundle looks similar, but have very distinct, different smells. This is, if you can see it, this is my little mixture of rosemary, cedar, and rose petals. And I have an eagle feather. So when I do that, I use my eagle feather. I usually cleanse myself first. And then always when you're cleansing yourself, when you're smudging yourself, or you're smudging your space or your house, always do it in a clockwise and always do it away from you. When you're if you're doing a letting go ritual and you need to you're writing down on a piece of paper what you're letting go, always fold it away from you. That way it doesn't come back to you. Does that make sense? 3 pounds, 8 ounces. Awesome. Little bitty thing. Bless. You'll have to send me pictures on my other account. I think it's my Instagram account. So, so get your stuff together. I keep crystals out everywhere. I have crystals on my altar. I have crystals here. I have crystals everywhere. So then you want to set your intention. Decide what you want to release. Negative energy, stagnation, peace, clarity. You can say something like, with smoke and flame, I clear this space. Only light, love, and protection remain. And you go through the house. Yeah, because we already tidied everything up. And we already got the altar set up. We're going to go ahead and light our white candle. And we're going to go ahead and light this too. And let that burn. And then I usually take my feather. Okay, well, you take care, and I'll go check it out when I'm done here, okay? All right, you have a good evening, Bearded Dragon. I have a shungite that I have worn for years, and it's got a few dings in it where it's saved my butt a few times. Absolutely, the universe was with me those times. So this is a Palo Santo. This is sacred wood. You can also use that. I love this. I use this a lot, as you can tell. I always go in a clockwise, and as I'm doing that, I kind of turn around. So I put myself like in a bubble, kind of in a ring. You have 10 crystals. That's awesome, Richland. Yeah, I'm particularly drawn to jasper. So, yes, move in a clockwise motion. Make sure you get your doorways and stuff like that, and say your little mantra. Just repeat it over and over again, and then just kind of visualize the smoke carrying away all the stagnation, all the negative, But I always smudge myself first before I do my space or my house or whatever, I'm doing before I do a reading, before we do a ritual, anything like that. The other thing is staying grounded while you're doing this, staying grounded, so at the end of, you clearing your space, just smudged. Yes, ma'am. Good. Hello. How are you, Julianne? I'm feeling better today. I felt so bad this week, and then I felt even worse that I wasn't able to come on, but I got some much needed rest. I think I was up at 3:30. My husband went to the woods at 6:00, and I had my house clean by 7:45 this morning. So I wasn't doing too bad. It wasn't too bad dirty. But when you have 4 dogs, you got to do the floor about every other day or so. Seems like. Yeah, I really think it's just being tired, being exhausted. I don't know if, someone said it was, Let me find it again. I don't see it now. Some kind of moon in a retrograde, Venus in a retrograde or something. I don't remember what she said now, or what was said. Yes, I'm feeling much better. Mercury in retrograde. There we go. Mercury in retrograde. Yes, Mercury in retrograde. Or if I'm just, I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going on. I just really haven't had the energy, this week, and just really have been kind of under the weather. So I can't get my little pile of stuff to burn right here. I guess I should have lit a candle, but I don't like doing that in my shell. There we go. Now it's burning a little bit. There we go. Then I just take my feather and I just take the smoke. Look at that. Oh, you guys can't really see that. Here we go. Check that out. It's been sunny and windy and cold. It's been like Tuesday was 24 degrees, okay? The very next day, and it got up to like 47 that day. But the very next day, we've got 70-degree weather. And it's like, really? It's crazy. The weather's been crazier than usual. I do not know how to read smoke yet, even though I think it's, a bit mesmerizing, so to speak. It's pretty cool, but yes, I just go through the house and say your little mantra, and I take my little eagle feather. Yes, yes, it is. And it's really easy because there's really no wrong way to do it. You can come up with your own mantra, your own little affirmation. And then I just waft it in the doorways, and intention is everything. Yes, yes. It doesn't matter. It's like, let me find this little piece of paper right here. Excuse me. With smoke and flame, I clear this space. Only light, love, and protection remain. So it doesn't have to be exactly that. You can come up with your own. It's the intention that you put behind what you're doing. Oh, well, that's awesome. My husband is almost half Choctaw, I think. But yes, it's all about the intention that you put behind it. Visualizing the smoke carrying the negative energy away, the stagnation away. And then when you get done, I always let my stuff burn out. I don't I don't put it out. I always let it burn out. You know, but then to seal the energy, I clap three. And there we go. The energy is sealed. It's the intent you put behind it. And that's how I do that. So, but other people, you can ring a bell, you know, whatever feels right for you. That's what it's all about. Whatever feels right for you. It was my husband's uh, grandmother on his mama's side. But yes, whatever feels right for you. What feels right for me is, clapping 3 times, you know, or flicking my cards to clear the energy in between readings. That's what feels right for me. Yes, we went over that at the very beginning. Yes, ma'am. Always leave a window open or a door open because that negative energy can get trapped. And you don't want that negative energy or that stagnation or that heaviness. You don't want it to get trapped in the house. So yes, always leave something open. Windows, doors, just something where it can get out and be gone. And visualize the smoke carrying that away. Absolutely. Again, like it's the intent that you put behind it, what feels right for you. And this is what feels right for me. So, yes, yes. I always start with my crown and work my and work my way down, but I always do it in a circle around myself first, and then I will go and do the house. But I feel like it's important that you smudge yourself first. You know, your eyes, your mouth, your heart. All your chakras. Yes, yes, we went over decluttering because clutter can trap energy. Yes, we went over decluttering and stuff. Yes, and that's what I've been doing. And it's I went and I wiped down all of my doors today because the dirt on the doors. I don't have a lot of people coming in and out, but still, I clean my front doors. I use salt around my front doors, my openings to the house. I do that once a month after I get done cleaning the whole floor. Because even though you don't have a lot of people coming in, you don't know the energies that you can pick up on your shoes when you come back to the house. Oh, and I hate that, Julianne. I hate that. You know, I do. I do. I don't think I could do that. I honestly don't think I could do that. But yes, closet doors, cabinets, um, even if you are in a situation like that, you may not feel like it helps, but it does. Even if you just do your space, at least it can keep it at bay, you know. Yes, 3 deep breathing every morning. What I like to do too is before I get up, because I'm always awake before my alarm goes off. I'll lay there and I'll think of 3 things before I ever get out of bed. I will lay there and think of 3 things that I am thankful for. And then I will stretch to let that energy start flowing and waking the body up and whatever. And then I'm hitting the bathroom. But yes, that's how I get started. I try to think of 3 things that I'm thankful for. And then I stretch to get the energies flowing. Yes, and the deep breaths. And the deep breaths help. Yes. So our next show on this is going to be herbs and rituals with moon cycles. So that's going to be our next show for the herbs. So did I cover everything? I think I covered everything. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I think you guys are amazing, especially for putting up with me. She's like, I bet you guys were like, oh, she's canceling again. No, 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 and I am so sorry. I felt so bad, but sometimes, sometimes you just got to find peace and solitude, and I feel like that's what spirit was telling me. I needed to step back. I needed to get some rest, you know. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you learned a lot more. And we went over, if you catch the first show I did a couple 3 weeks ago, we went, and I think you were there, but we went over the different types of herbs and what what you can use them for and stuff like that. Yes, I was feeling bad. I slept right through the live yesterday, and then I'm like, "Oh my gosh." And I felt so bad. So, I felt better today and wanted to make it up to you guys. So, here I am. So, yes, I did the excuse me, the different types of herbs, what they're used for. Rosemary is the witch's herb. So if you guys haven't seen that, go look it up. It's very informative also. So I think I covered everything. Seal and protect. We went over grounding energy, and for that, hold a crystal, touch the earth, uh, have a sip of water. It works. It all works. Whatever feels right for you, it will work. As long as you have the intent behind it, it will work. So you can cleanse daily, weekly, during special occasions. I smudge periodically through the month, but usually around the first of the month, I fix me up. It's Pine Sol, but it's like my homemade Pine Sol, and salt. But I make sure it's dissolved because it won't come out my sprayer good if you don't. But it just table salt, because table salt will help sweep the energies. It helps pick up the energies off your floor after you've swept it real good. Yes, it's good to push those energies and pick what's left up after you sweep. And speaking of that, I honestly believe my grandma was a witch, because she was all about some Appalachian, uh, what do you call that? Today they would be called wives' tales, but they're really not. They're really not. And people were smart. My grandma was really, really smart. She always told me, she goes, whenever you move from one place to the other, do not carry your broom. You leave your broom with the house that you left, and you go buy a new broom for the new house. And I thought, why in the world what would you do that? But it's because the you've got all those energies from sweeping the floor how many times. You don't want to carry that to the new house. Leave it with the old house and go buy you a new broom. My grandma was really smart when it came to stuff like that. Very, very smart. But I wanted to throw that in there as a little bit of a extra for the end of the show. But yes, you can cleanse whenever you feel like it, whenever you feel the need to, whenever you feel, the air is heavy, or you've tracked some energy in, or yes, smudge your broom. I'm still going to leave it though. Grandma pounded that in my head. I mean, she didn't like pound it in my head, but it stuck with me. So, yeah. But yes, you can smudge your broom. Now, I do have a broom in there on the wall that I would carry with me. It's been hanging up there for a while, but my husband teases me about it being my bride, and I'm like, yep, it sure is. Rub crystals on your cards. Yes, you can do that. I like to make them in the moonlight. You know, this back room catches the sun and the moon, and so it's perfect for that. You know, you can cleanse your cards. You know, you can smudge your cards, you can smudge your crystals, you know, you can smudge any of your tools that you use for divination but yes, absolutely, you can absolutely do that. So does anyone have any questions? And do you guys like the vertical better, or do you guys like the horizontal screen better? The sun's going down now. Yeah, my mom too, and my grandma. What advice did you give someone recently? Let's see, is that too bright now? The sun's about to go down, so it's already. Alright. Well, that's a little bit better, but. Alright, anyone got any questions? Comments? Answers? Advice? You guys let me know in the chat if you like the vertical screen or the horizontal screen better. Any questions? All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, the other way is a touch voodoo. Whoa, let me back up. Oh, yes, I was going to ask you guys if you want a card for the evening. Yes, I can do that. It's a tough choice. Voodoo removal. Yes, I can pull a card for the collective. I can pull two for the collective. What do you want me to use? You guys choose. Oh no. All right, let's see what I got. Oh, my lights are on. Let me turn the light on so you can see my lights. Can you see them? Oh, they're hard to see like that, aren't they? All right, let me see here. What am I led to do? All right, let's pull a couple of cards from my elemental energies here. Oh, awesome. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, we'll pull a couple of cards from the elemental energy. Yes, I still have a connection with that deck. I could use that deck almost every day. All right, Spirit, what do you have for us today? We got 3 that popped out. All right, so we have lunar luminescence. Bask in the lunar luminescence, absorbing the intuitive and reflective energies of the moon. Yes, like I say, next week we're going to go over some moon rituals, some stuff that you could do for the moon cycles. But yes, the moon energies are very powerful. Let me hold that up. I hope you guys can see that. And to go with it, we have aerial aspirations. Reach for aerial aspirations guided by the winds of possibility to new heights, which goes right hand in hand with absorbing the moon's energy. The lighting is not very good, and I apologize for that. That really is a very pretty card. It's been windy here. And I had mentioned that Vayu is the god of wind in Hinduism, but it's also cleansing and refreshing, and and it speaks to you. It speaks to you. So listen, you know, listen to the winds of possibility while you are absorbing the moon's energy. And then we have a blaze with aurora. ablaze with the aurora, embodying the vibrant energies that dance across the celestial canvas. So, this to me, I feel like is talking about the aurora lights. Again, uh, air and light. Um, the aurora lights are beautiful, and again, it's an energy. This is all energy. Uh, I apologize for that. My dogs are half feral. So, I don't get to see them down here where I'm at, but I know there are other places that do. But again, it's that energy. Embrace that dance. Be renewed. This, I love this the elemental energies, because even though we have air, you know, but we also have, a light here, and it all goes hand in hand together. So, yes, refresh yourself with these energies, draw on these energies. If listen, they might be trying to tell you something, you know, and these energies work together, even though you wouldn't think they do. You wouldn't think that fire and water would work together, but it does, you know. So that is. Oh, let me show you this one. I don't think I showed you this one. I'm trying, guys. You saw a little bit of the northern lights last night. My mother used to live in Alaska, and she had a perfect view of the aurora lights. And she said it's absolutely breathtaking. So I hope that this resonated with y'all or with someone. Take what did and leave the rest. I don't get to see them. I think I'm too far away. Okay. Hey, are we good? You're very welcome, Roman. You're very welcome. All right, guys. I'm probably not going live tomorrow, but regular 5 o'clock tea time on Sunday. And then next week we'll pick up where, I left off this week. And we'll do, you're welcome, Jackie. You're welcome, Richleen. You're welcome, Roman. Thank you guys for coming by and sharing space and energy with me. You guys are awesome. I love all of y'all. And y'all come back and see me on Sunday at 5 o'clock. All right. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good night.